duck keeper. Dedication in every moment. Some say, if you want to understand a farmer's heart, watch how they care for their livestock with unwavering devotion. On a patch of land surrounded by rice fields, where the straw still bears traces of the harvest, Min, a hired hand tending to ducks on a farm, works tirelessly day and night. The ducks here are not raised for meat but for eggs, or simply to add charm to the landscape. Yet the work is no less demanding than on farms where ducks are raised for market. Before dawn, when the grass is still covered in mist, Min wakes in his modest shack at the edge of the field. The quacking of ducks fills the early morning air, as if calling him to join them. With a worn-out shirt and sturdy boots, he looks out into the faint mist mingling with the glow of a few lingering lights. At that moment, thoughts of home flood his mind, the familiar crowing of roosters and the quacking of ducks. But now he is far from home, striving to make a living. Min opens the duck coop, the dim light of his flashlight casting long shadows. Each pen holds a dozen ducks, their necks stretching as they greet the new day. He carefully checks every corner of the wire mesh for holes or sharp edges that could harm the ducks. If he notices a lethargic duck, he gently picks it up and sets it aside for closer inspection later. Bags of mixed feed and ground corn are neatly stacked in a corner. Min hoists one onto his shoulder and carries it to the troughs. As he pours the feed, the earthy smell rises with the moisture of lingering dew. The ducks crowd around, their beaks diving into the troughs, quacking noisily. To Min, the sound, though repetitive, is the melody of labor and the start of another day. Ducks at play. As the sun rises higher, Min opens the coop gates, waving a bamboo stick and calling, "Chit chit!" Hundreds of ducks waddle out in a line, heading toward the water-soaked yard. On rainy days, the yard becomes muddy, and Min carefully guides the ducks while scrubbing the slippery ground. Even with wet, squelching boots and mud-smeared cheeks, he smiles, treating it as part of the daily grind. The harvested rice field ahead, with scattered water and leftover stalks, becomes a playground for the ducks. They swim freely, preen their feathers, and peck at insects. Watching them, Min feels a moment of calm. A smile spreads across his sun-weathered face as he savors the sight of the ducks, playing. While the ducks roam, Min returns to clean the coop. Wearing gloves, he sweeps, shovels manure, and airs out the floor. The straw bedding, now damp, is gathered and replaced with fresh layers. Though the pungent smell is unpleasant, he is used to it. "Just hoping for a pay raise soon. I've got to send money home for the kids," he says with a smile. Securing the bags of manure, he hauls them to the compost pit to be turned into fertilizer for the vegetable fields. His sweat and toil blend into the soil beneath his feet. A caregiver's midday routine. By noon, as the sun beats down, Min herds the ducks to a shallow pond. They tuck their heads under their wings to rest, occasionally wagging their tails. Min takes a quick break, eating leftover rice with dried fish or boiled vegetables. Sitting on a plastic sheet, back against the rice sacks, he gazes across the vast fields, a sigh escaping as he thinks of home. This time of year, the kids back home must be in school, and my wife, busy with the market. He muses, wiping sweat with a towel before getting back to work. Making his rounds, Min picks out weak ducks. One with swollen eyes gets a gentle rinse with saline water. Another, with ruffled feathers and a fever, is given a dose of veterinary fever medicine. Min's gaze is tender, like a father caring for his children. He neither scolds nor neglects them. To him, each duck is a responsibility, a life under his care. At the edge of the pond, Min takes off his damp shirt and dips his feet into the cool water to ease the day's heat. A few curious ducks swim closer, pecking lightly at his hands, making him laugh aloud. After just a few minutes of respite, he stands up, ready to get back to work. There's no time to linger. Evening duties. care, and connection. As the afternoon fades, Min picks up his stick, gently taps it, and calls out, "Chit chit," to guide the ducks back home. The flock waddles obediently, though some linger in the water, enjoying their swim. Min has to step in, scooping up the reluctant ones. The ducks, now well fed with glistening feathers, bring him relief. Healthy ducks mean fewer problems to worry about. Before locking the coop for the night, Min meticulously inspects the floor, checking for sharp objects and ensuring the water troughs are filled to avoid the ducks going thirsty and causing a ruckus overnight. With a flashlight, he scans for any lethargic ducks and marks them to report to the farm owner for proper care the next day. Though his job is distant and the wages modest, Min finds joy in his work. He has even named a few of the ducks, Shu, Bai, and Sok. No one asked him to name them, but it became a habit born from the affection he has for them. Watching Shu waddle after him brings a warm smile to his face. Dinner is simple: instant noodles, boiled vegetables, and a small dish of pickled vegetables. The sound of crickets fills the night, interspersed with laughter from nearby farmhands, likely sharing their own stories of survival. Leaning against the wall of his modest shack, Min holds his old phone and calls his family. "I'm doing well here. You study hard, okay?" His voice cracks, tears welling in his eyes, though he fights them back. Outside, the moon rises high, casting a pale glow over the duck coop's roof. Occasionally, a few ducks stir and quack, breaking the stillness. Min places a hand on the wooden door, listening to the peaceful breaths of the ducks as they sleep. A cold breeze passes, and he rubs his hands together, feeling the ache in his back. Sometimes he wonders if one day he might have his own small farm, raising a flock of ducks without having to work for others. It's a distant dream, but one he clings to with quiet hope. Dreams and devotion. Gently closing the coop door, Min heads back to his simple shack, lying on a basic cot with an old, warm blanket. His pillow is a backpack holding a few clothes and a cherished family photo. In these moments, his mind drifts like a small boat on a quiet river, imagining the future. Despite the grueling work, the mud-streaked days, and the unending toil, he holds on to the belief that hard work and sincerity will eventually lead to a brighter life. A life of love and hope. Each morning, Min wakes to the familiar quacking of ducks calling him to the fields, beginning another day of labor and care. He doesn't seek profit from slaughter or meat sales. His role is simply to watch over the ducks, like a father looking after his children. The reward he receives is modest, a humble wage and a full belly, but it's interwoven with joy, a bond with nature, and a profound and simple love for his work. Amid the vast landscape, every ray of sunlight, every droplet of dew, and every cheerful quack blend human compassion with the spirit of the land. Looking to the future, Min dreams of saving enough to start a small farm of his own, a peaceful slice of the countryside for his family. In the quiet moments, he finds happiness, a sense of lightness in his soul, surrounded by ducks and fields. For him, each day is not just about survival. It's a journey of planting seeds of hope on the cherished soil of his homeland. The struggle for livelihood on a chicken farm. Faith, sweat, and hope. As the night fades and a few stars still linger in the sky, a chicken farm on the countryside begins to stir. The lively clucking of chickens resonates, marking the start of a new day for the farmer. Amid the serene scene lies a demanding routine that requires diligence, skill, and an unwavering belief in the value of hard work. Raising chickens is not just about providing daily sustenance. It's about nurturing a simple dream, saving every penny for the family's future. Around 4:30 a.m., while darkness still envelops the land, the sound of chickens fills the coops. It's the living alarm clock that wakes the farmer. Armed with a flashlight casting a faint beam on the dirt path, the farmer, clad in worn-out boots, hurries toward the chicken coops, listening to the warm symphony of the morning. The first task is to open all the coop doors, allowing fresh air to circulate. Moving gently along the rows of chickens, they inspect feed trays, water troughs, and heating lamps during the cold season. Their eyes linger on the fluffy chicks huddled together for warmth, while fully grown roosters flap their wings and crow loudly. Together, it forms a vibrant, lively picture. Next comes cleaning and replacing the bedding of rice husks or straw on the floor. The mix of bedding and chicken manure is shoveled out and sent to a composting area to be turned into organic fertilizer for future crops. Before long, the farmer's shirt is soaked with sweat. Their hands grip brooms and shovels, working tirelessly. Yet they smile, knowing that cleanliness ensures the chickens grow faster, lay more eggs, and, most importantly, helps prevent costly outbreaks of disease. Depending on the farm's scale, chicken feed might include industrial mash mixed with cornmeal, rice bran, or soybean meal. Farmers prioritize protein-rich and vitamin-fortified feed while balancing costs to suit their budget. Each bag of feed is weighed and calculated meticulously, as even a slight price increase can significantly impact the farm's expenses. Large farms with modern equipment use conveyor belts or automated tubes to distribute feed into troughs, with workers supervising to prevent blockages or shortages. On smaller farms, the feed is distributed manually with buckets or shovels. The rustling of falling feed combines with the clucking of chickens, creating a bustling atmosphere. Each grain of feed is not only nutrition for the chickens, but also a reflection of the farmer's hard-earned money, as every expense counts. When chickens crowd around the trough, farmers watch closely. Which ones are eating less? Which ones can't get to the feed? They gently nudge weaker chickens to ensure they have enough to eat. A chicken skipping meals can signal potential health problems. Some farms are equipped with scales to randomly weigh a few chickens weekly, checking their growth rate and adjusting feed quantities accordingly. Unpredictable weather is a constant worry, robbing farmers of sleep and peace of mind. In summer, temperatures in the coops can soar to 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, causing chickens to lose weight and eat less. Farmers install fans, misting systems, and even place ice trays along pathways to cool the air. In winter, when temperatures drop, chickens are prone to colds. Farmers work tirelessly to set up heating lamps and cover the coops with tarps to block drafts, all in the hope of maintaining stable body temperatures and minimizing the risk of illness. Chickens raised in semi-industrial systems often require consistent lighting. On overcast days, farmers turn on lamps to ensure the chickens eat and function regularly. In large-scale farms, automated timers control lighting schedules to stimulate higher egg production. On smaller farms, manual switching is the norm, requiring farmers to wake up early and stay up late to follow the chickens to schedule. By midday, farmers might not have time for a proper meal as they rush to disinfect coops and vaccinate the chickens. Every flock has a vaccination schedule for diseases like Marek's disease and Newcastle disease. Farmers meticulously log these schedules in their phones or notebooks to avoid missing a critical date. Missing even one vaccination can lead to an outbreak, evaporating their income instantly. For farmers, life revolves around their chickens because they are the primary source of livelihood for their families. Afternoon, the harvest season for egg-laying farms. In egg-laying farms, afternoons are the busiest time. Farmers carry baskets, moving from one coop to the next. A few late-laying hens linger in their nests, clucking as if to say, "Give me a moment." The farmer nods, smiling, and waits patiently. Warm, gleaming eggs are carefully collected, cleaned of dust, and neatly placed into trays. Each egg represents income earned, encapsulating a day's hard work. Not all eggs are the same. Some are large, some small, some slightly misshapen or speckled. Each is sorted. Grade A eggs, the most beautiful, fetch the highest price. Grade B eggs, slightly smaller, are sold in local markets, while Grade C eggs, less desirable, may be kept for family consumption or hatching. Sorting requires quickness and a keen eye. Large farms use automated egg candling machines, while smaller farms rely on traditional manual methods. By late afternoon, farmers record the number of eggs collected, the amount of feed consumed, and any sick chickens observed. They check egg prices on their phones or inquire with traders. Some take the opportunity to call buyers to schedule the next day's collection. Timing the sale of eggs significantly impacts profit margins. Farmers face a constant dilemma: sell early to reinvest in feed, or wait for prices to rise for higher profits. It's a complex economic equation every farmer strives to solve, though the ever-changing market keeps them on their toes. Life on the chicken farm: faith, sweat, and hope. As the golden sunlight bathes the fields, farmers sweep, shovel, clean up manure, and check the feed and water troughs. The clucking of chickens calls them back to the coops to rest. Like humans, chickens need peaceful sleep. Any noise or lack of safety can cause stress and affect productivity. In the summer, farmers keep the coops open to let the breeze flow through. In winter, they check heating lamps and add extra straw to keep the chicks warm. When the work is nearly done, farmers take a moment to sit on the steps, sipping hot tea. Watching the chickens still bustling about, they smile and say, "It's hard work, but as long as there are chickens to sell, there's money for the kids' schooling." Or, "Who says raising chickens is ordinary? We put food on the table every day from here." A quiet pride weaves through the faint hope for a brighter tomorrow. Challenges and resilience. Chickens can fall victim to sudden diseases, egg prices can plummet, or feed costs might skyrocket by 50%. These challenges test every farmer. Sometimes they are forced to sell eggs or young chickens at a loss to cut their losses. Yet no one gives up because chickens are their precious lifeline. Once the tough times pass, they reinvest and keep going, striving to earn their livelihood. Raising chickens is a journey of courage, perseverance, and the yearning to overcome poverty. In times of trouble, neighbors readily lend a hand, offering technical support, loaning feed bags, or sharing advice on treating sick chickens. In the evenings, farmers gather around a pot of tea, talking about chickens, market prices, or reminiscing about working together to build dikes during floods. Despite the hardships of life, such moments highlight the warmth of human connection. Investing in the future. For most rural chicken farmers, their ultimate goal is to improve their lives and provide an education for their children. They often say, "We can endure hardship as long as the kids have a future." Every day, they save a portion of their earnings from chicken farming to pay school fees and buy books. Their faces light up with smiles when their children achieve good grades, fueling their determination to endure the elements and adversity. Many farmers dream of investing in automated systems to ease their manual labor. They want to modernize farming, reduce disease risks, and boost productivity. But where is the money? They save little by little, hoping for a favorable chicken season to gradually purchase machinery. For them, each success is a small step forward, requiring determination and wisdom. Closing the day, as night falls and the chickens sleep peacefully, farmers finish their bookkeeping, tallying the day's expenses and profits. In the quiet, the sound of crickets hums in the background, and a cool breeze rustles through the thatched roof. Their weary bodies are matched by warm hearts filled with faith. They turn off the lights, lock the coop, and whisper, "Tomorrow will be better." Life on a rural chicken farm, though full of toil and calculations about feed, water, and eggs, holds a rustic beauty. The crow of roosters waking the village, the smell of fresh feed, the soft sunlight on the paths, and the laughter of farmers, all weave together a hopeful symphony. Every laborious task, every careful act, ties to a simple dream. Earn enough to make ends meet, build a home, and send the children to school, while nurturing roots firmly planted in their homeland. It is these humble aspirations that form the essence of farmers. Hardworking, genuine, and steadfast in making a living from raising chickens, believing that life will ease with each successful season. Though not a grand profession, its honesty and perseverance shine brightly, bringing joy amidst fields and co-ops. Like the first rays of dawn, this work awakens possibilities, offering a brighter future for farmers and their beloved flocks. Dairy and beef cattle farming has long been intertwined with stories of dedication, expertise, and the hard-working passion of farmers. It is not merely a job, but an art form, where humans and nature come together to create high-quality products, from a sweet glass of milk to tender and premium cuts of beef. Let us explore the inspiring journey from lush green pastures to gourmet dining tables. 1. Selecting cattle breeds. The first step to excellence breed selection is a critical factor in producing high-quality dairy and beef cattle. Dairy breeds such as Holstein, Friesian, and Jersey are favored for their high milk yield, while beef breeds like Wagyu, Angus, and Hereford are renowned for their tender meat, beautiful marbling, and unique flavor. Farmers often choose cattle from reputable farms to ensure good health and high reproductive capacity. The selection process focuses not only on genetic traits, but also on the ability of the cattle to adapt to specific environments and farming conditions. 2. Preparing the living environment. The foundation of growth. The living environment plays a crucial role in maintaining cattle health and ensuring product quality. Cattle need spacious, clean pastures and well-maintained housing. For dairy cattle, housing should be designed to maintain a cool temperature, preventing heat stress in summer and providing warmth during winter. Cooling systems such as fans or misting systems are often used to reduce heat stress in the cows. For beef cattle, premium breeds like Wagyu are often raised in special conditions, including natural grazing areas and comfortable housing, to reduce stress and enhance meat tenderness. 3. Nutrition. The key to product quality. Nutrition is the cornerstone of achieving high milk yields and superior meat quality. Dairy cattle. Their diet is optimized with fresh grass, hay, grains, and protein-rich supplements containing calcium and essential minerals. A dairy cow consumes between 25 and 50 kilograms of feed daily, along with approximately 40 to 60 liters of water to meet the energy demands of milk production. Beef cattle. Breeds like Wagyu are raised on a carefully curated diet, including young grass, grains, and even supplements like beer or sake to enhance meat tenderness and marbling. Additionally, cattle are closely monitored to ensure they do not become overweight, as this can negatively affect meat quality. 4. Healthcare. Prevention is better than cure. Cattle health is the foundation for achieving high productivity and quality. Farmers implement various preventive measures, including regular vaccinations to protect against common diseases such as foot and mouth disease, mastitis, and hemorrhagic septicemia. Routine health checks to detect early signs of abnormalities. Daily cleaning of barns and regular replacement of bedding to prevent the growth of bacteria and parasites. Ensuring cattle have adequate rest and exercise to reduce stress and boost their immune systems. 5. Milk harvesting. The essence of dedication. Milking is a meticulous process requiring proper techniques to ensure milk is clean and free from contamination. Before milking, the cow's udder is cleaned with warm water and sanitized cloths to maintain hygiene. Milk is collected using automated milking machines, reducing time and labor while ensuring optimal yield. After harvesting, the milk is rapidly cooled to a temperature of 0 to 4 degrees Celsius to preserve freshness before being transported to processing facilities. 6. Raising beef cattle. The journey to premium cuts. Premium beef breeds such as Wagyu require specialized rearing processes to ensure the highest quality meat. Cattle are raised in comfortable environments, often accompanied by soothing music to minimize stress. To achieve beautiful marbling, their diet is carefully managed and typically includes grains, corn, and sometimes sake or beer. Once cattle reach their ideal weight, usually between 700 to 900 kilograms. They are transported to certified slaughterhouses where processing adheres strictly to food safety and hygiene standards. 7. Processing and packaging, ensuring quality from pasture to plate. After slaughter, beef is graded, processed, and chilled to retain freshness. For premium breeds, the meat is often dry-aged for 21 to 30 days to enhance flavor and tenderness. The cuts are then portioned, vacuum-sealed, and stored at deep freeze temperatures to ensure quality until they reach the consumer. 8. Economic and cultural significance of cattle farming. Cattle farming provides not only economic value, but also helps preserve agricultural traditions. Products from cattle, be it a refreshing glass of milk in the morning or a richly flavored steak, symbolize the harmony between human labor and nature. The process of raising high-quality dairy and beef cattle combines science, expertise, and passion. Every glass of milk and every cut of beef delivers not just nutrition, but also stands as a testament to the unwavering efforts of farmers in creating world-class products.